Hi, I'm Mikayla Meidinger, and this is my tribute speech.
This is my audience.
My grandpa Delbert is one of the most amazing, hardworking, and successful people I know. He is to this day busy, crazy, and so loving. He was born to Herbert and Eva Knepfli on November 19, 1940. He's now 72 years old, and let me tell you, he's still busy and crazy. His dad died when he was only 33 years old, so he had to take over the farm and do a lot because his dad was an alcoholic. He went to school till 8th grade, and then he started farming. He went to school in Artis on a little country school. If you know Artis, there is not much there. It's a very little town. He found my Grandma Eileen in 1961 and got married. They then moved to Pierre, South Dakota, where he was one of the main construction men for the dam that is still running today. They then moved to Mount City, South Dakota, where he worked for the county. They then moved to a farm by Eureka, where he started farming in 1966. They then moved to By Zealand in 1969, which is where they still live, and it's exactly 1 mile away from my house. He then had my Uncle Randy in 1962 and my mom in 1963. They have 4 grandchildren, Crystal, Holly, me, and my sister. At this time, when they had children and lived by Zealand, they milked over 70 cattle and had 200 stock cows. He's still busy though. He's 72 and will be 73 in November, and I don't see him slowing down anytime soon. He has a hay grinder, over 200 cattle, and over 2,000 acres of land. He plants it all by himself and combines it all by himself. To this day, my grandma has just lived on the farm with him and helped do everything. As a little girl, I just remember riding in the combine with them and running into trucks with them, and it was just crazy, but they got it all done all by themselves. He still helps everyone though. He'll never say no to any of his neighbors. He's just always there to help everyone. This last summer though, I was over at his house while he was working yearlings. And my grandpa is the kind of person that doesn't like to accept help, so for him to call me was a big deal. But he wouldn't wait for my uncle to get there. He decided that he would try it himself. And as he was giving a shot to a yearling, the yearling kicked him, and this was only the 5th cow that we had worked that day, and it broke his arm, and the shot flew right past me. But to make a long story short, Grandpa broke his arm, and I had to take him to the hospital. Now, for him to stop farming is a big deal, so the whole way to the hospital, he just cried and cried and cried because he didn't know how he was going to farm, and he was just going ballistic. But his arm healed, and he's still farming, and he still somehow got all of his stuff done. I even remember the day after he broke his arm, I was driving past, and he was trying to open panels to feed cows with 1 arm. I don't know, he's crazy. And he drove a tractor with 1 arm. Anyways, his generation is known for hard workers, and he's definitely proven that. I hope I can be just like him someday, because he's a great role model. My Grandpa Delbert is one of my favorite people in the whole wide world. He's my greatest role model for so many reasons. I hope to make many more memories with him.